Hey guys, it's Douglas Glad. I'm here with Bill Carlton from Texas Metal, and this is his 65 Belvedere. It's got a Hemi swap, and it's here at the Mopar booth. I know you built this car for your show. If you could tell me some of the cool things you did on this thing for the readers, it'd be great.
And this car, is a fun project. With the new crate engine in this thing, just taking a 65 Belvedere like this and adding little custom touches just makes for a really, really cool custom project. I mean, like the bumpers on the car, we, take the bumpers off the car, welded the bumper bolts up, replated, and then brushed all the chrome, stainless, and aluminum around the car just to tie everything in together.
So these aren't actually chrome, right? You took a bumper and then you replated it.
Re-chromed them.
Re-chromed them.
After the bumper bolts have been smooth and then brushed it. So that's what gives it that cool little, satin appearance throughout.
Did you also brush the trim on the car?
All the aluminum trim, the stainless trim, and just tied it all together. We de-arched the springs in the rear.
Oh, so it's still a leaf spring car?
Still leaf springs. We de-arched them and added a small lowering block too to get it down on the really cool American racing smoothies that they built especially for this car. 19s on the front, 20s in the back.
Part of making a car look cool is how it sits on the wheel. This
Definitely,
thing sits
that's
perfect.
the whole attitude of the car is the stance.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the first thing you notice of your car coming at you, how it hugs the road.
And you also have the dog dish, right? And then you have, did you do anything to the fender here to
That's
make it fit?
all, we had the wheel built to the car.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
that's how it fits it really, really good. It looks, like you built the car around the wheel, but we did vice versa.
That's kind of opposite. Okay, and then the drivetrain, you said it was a 6.4 liter, 485 horse Hemi crate, and then you have a standard transmission behind it.
Right, a little 4-speed.
I'm here with Ed Hessel. He is a Mopar Performance Parts Manager, and we're going to talk about his 392 6.4 liter crate Hemi.
For this build, they decided to paint the engine, but what you get with the complete crate assembly is a PCM over there. You can see that. The fly-by-wire throttle position is inside the accelerator pedal.
Does it come with a throttle body assembly here?
Yep, all that's already on the engine. So what we do it on a la carte, right? Because what we've been seeing, especially in this, you see a lot of guys go to junkyards and pull engines from cars. So what we do is we sell the controller kit standalone to supplement that. So it gives you kind of a choice. You can do a used engine, do a low dollar build, or you can buy a brand new engine from Mopar and buy the kit at the same time. Then we put a 3-year warranty on that. Power distribution box, it already comes pre-relayed for a fuel pump, cooling fan. It cycles the cooling fan on just like an OE application, so right around 210.
So we're talking power and ground here.
Almost, yeah. You got to add some, add power ground, add a little bit of fuel to it, get the fuel lines plugged up. But yeah, it'll turn fire. I mean, most people are just thrilled. They think it's going to be some science project. Even on the wiring harnesses, you see we got little call-outs. It tells you which coil to put, each plug to. So it's really pretty bulletproof. Comes with comprehensive instruction sheet. Tells you all the minimums and maximums you need. Fuel flow rate, how much pressure you need to run, everything you need. Gives you a list of accessories if you want to add it. So the front end accessories, you can do the basic, which just gives you an alternator, or you can add on a fixed AC pump, or you can add on a power steering pump, depending on what applications you have. So we try to really make it an a la carte deal where you can really just pick and choose your build, depending on, if you got a manual rack, you didn't want to have to buy a power steering pump, right? To do what with.
So you could put this in any pre-76 muscle car or a race car.
Anything you want to go fast in, right? I mean, it's a really nice power plant.
Well said.
It's priced really competitively, so it's one of our top sellers. I mean, this one by far outsells our other engines. I don't want to say we aren't selling them. This one just really sells really well.
So tell me about the body. I heard that a lot of the paint is original. Or
the customer wanted to preserve the factory paint on this car, so we touched up a few things, buffed it out, color sanded it. We smoothed the whole firewall all out, painted the engine compartment, moved the wiring harness, so the whole back of the firewall is totally smooth and color matched the engine. It has, custom built 3-inch manual bent exhaust all throughout. So it's got a really cool tone to it also.
So is this something you ordinarily do at your shop, or is this kind of a step out for you guys?
No, this is pretty common. We do some.
So you can bring in really close stock appearing car, you guys will modify it and make it look like this, or you can do some wild stuff too, right?
Definitely.
You can move panels around. And,
Definitely.
okay, chop and channel, things
Definitely.
like that.
This is just a fun project to get, put our own little spin on a classic car.
This is great.